All right, how's everybody doing today? Good, good, good. Let's see if some people pop into the chat. Find out if you guys want to chop it up with me. Come on down. All right, as the title says, what we're going to do today on this live is talk about automotive news. Pulled up this website, autonews.com, really credible source for auto news. Gives you a little mix and match of everything, whether it be industry insider information, whether it be new models and years coming out, whether it be information about automation, AI, technology. Pretty good website. So if you guys ever need news on automotive industry, come on over to autonews.com. No pitch, not getting paid at all, just a really, really good source. All right, let's get to it, shall we? All right. It looks like we've got Hyundai, Kia rack up double digit gains. Let's see what they're talking about here. Let's go into it. What's going on with my internet, man? It looks like it is really, really slow. Give me a quick second. I also want to pull up the chat just to make sure that everything's looking pretty good. Give me a. I know. I should have had this done already. Whatever. Here we go. What's going on with my internet, man? It looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like we are good to go. All right. Cool. All right. Let's go through this. What's going on with Hyundai? Rack up more U.S. sales gains in March, setting records for the month as inventories continue to improve across the industry. Now, I'll tell you this, Hyundai and Kia are making some major moves. Initially, when they dropped, there was like maybe one or two vehicles that I liked out of their lineup. Their luxury edition vehicle, I think it's called the Equus. Yeah, the Equus or something like that. Really, really nice car. But they're starting to really surprise me. Um, what was the one? Is it the Stinger? Yeah, the Kia Stinger. I think it's like a Stinger S. Looks really, really mean. Really nice car. So if you guys have an opportunity to get out there and test drive one of those things, go ahead and do it. All right, let's go back. All right, what else do we have here? Jeep's EV design language wows retailers. Jeep, their Wagoneer, I believe it's called, is amazing. It's supposed to be comparable to the Suburban. It is really, really long, and it is really, really nice. But let's get into this Jeep, this article about Jeep's EV design language wows retailers. Creating designs that stay true to the rugged brand. I mean, you should know about Jeep if you've been in this industry for any amount of time. Jeeps are vehicles that hold a tremendous amount of value. I've always heard that they were unreliable. Obviously, I look at Jeep more as a leisure vehicle, right? Not more so a everyday driver outside of the some of the smaller ones that they have, the SUVs, the crossovers that they have. But we're talking Wranglers, Rubicons, all those good things that you take off road and get down and dirty. Okay, Jeep Wagoneer S, 600 horsepower. Whew, look at that thing. 600 horses in that? That's amazing. Okay, what's going on? They're not. Can you? Oh, I think you have to subscribe. So we'll just touch on these things briefly and then hit a new website. One of my favorite websites to go into some of the auto industry news. All right, so we got the Kia as well as Hyundai coming in strong. We've got Jeep with some new designs. Some of their new vehicles are looking really good. All right. Ford CEO Jim Farley's 2022 compensation falls slightly to $20.9 million. I mean, when you're at the top, you're going to make the big bucks, right? Stock options, private jets, all that good news. I'm not a hater. Jim, I get it. You had to take a little bit of a haircut, but Seems like you're still doing well for yourself, so congratulations, my man. Keep doing well. All right, so more information about Kia. Looks like we have a video here. Let's watch it. Anybody in the chat yet? Let's see. Okay, nobody in the chat so far. All right, what do we got here? Really? Commercial? I don't know how it works with copyright and all that stuff while you're watching videos. Okay, we're gonna pause it real quick. Look, very inflammatory statement. I get it. You're trying to make it seem as if Kia is on par with Honda. We all know it's not. All right. Can they get there? Absolutely. But they're going to have to improve some of their engineering as well as some of their style. And I think they're doing it. They're doing a really good job of making these vehicles look a lot better. And from what I hear, they are very dependable. So they've got that under their belt as well. So I don't really like Kia or Hyundai personally. However, it looks like they're making a push to try to gain some more of that market share. So let's keep going. Okay, we've had this conversation ad nauseum. 2035 is that number. Actually, I think California has something that is much more aggressive. I believe they said 2025 or 2030 to get rid of all fossil fuels, which we know is not going to happen. However, I look at it like this: we need a mixture of all of them. We need fossil fuels, we need hybrids, we need electric. And that perfect harmony is when we're using all of them together. Can we wean ourselves off of fossil fuels? Yes. If we do it abruptly, it's going to affect our economy in a negative aspect. So, one step at a time. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. Let's continue. Okay, before we get in this recall, I want to touch on that last subject that she spoke about. The benefits that you get for owning an electronic vehicle. Sourcing that material, none of it comes from America. You got to go back to the motherland. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Back to Africa. Most of that material comes from Congo, Nigeria, Botswana, South Africa, all these different countries that are in Africa. So it's going to be interesting to see how they actually commit to this, because if you're going to give these benefits. I can't remember the name of it. I know last time I was looking into getting a Tesla, they were giving those tax breaks for having an electronic or a fuel efficient, not fuel efficient. What do they call it? Clean green vehicle. I can't remember the actual term that they use, but EV vehicle. And it was quite substantial. I was very interested in looking into it, but there were a lot of markers and red tape that you had to kind of jump through, specifically if it was a used vehicle, a little bit older, and things of that nature. So do your due diligence. Make sure you do your research before you go buy an electronic vehicle, so you know that you're getting those benefits at the end of the year to write off on your taxes, team. All right, let's ride. Okay, I'm going to pause it real quick, and I know I keep interjecting, but that's a part of the program today. I am fascinated with AI. I think it's very dangerous. I know I sound like a little bit of a conspiracy theorist. However, we're in the beginning stages, the infancy stages of artificial intelligence. And I really believe that we have to control this as much as possible. All of the leading minds in the artificial intelligence world agree with me and say that it is very dangerous, whether it be Google, whether it be Tesla, whether it be the companies that are in China. I can't remember the name of the company right off the top of my head, but I was doing a little research on artificial intelligence and things like Chat GPT that have came out just recently. So again, can we utilize this to make sure that our vehicles are streamlined, they operate more consistently, and it's a better experience for the driver? Absolutely. Are we going to have to put guidelines in place to make sure that we are mitigating any kind of risk that is out there when it comes to artificial intelligence? Absolutely. So, what do you guys think? What is your opinion on uh, the element of artificial intelligence infused with the automotive industry? Do you like it? Do you think it's dangerous? Do you think I'm overreacting? Leave me a comment in the chat. Tell me what you think, and let's continue with this video. All right, I think that's about it. You have a great day as well. All right, let's go back. I believe there was one more video. We'll take a look into that one and then wrap this up, guys. We've been on here for about 15 minutes, so okay. There we go. Theon Design Custom Porsches. All right, I'm interested as a Porsche owner. Let's see what they have to say. Theon Design has revealed the latest bespoke Porsche 911 base commission to emerge from its Oxfordshire workshops. The company is driven by a desire to deliver the perfect vehicle. I guess this is what happens when you're not subscribed, huh? Let's take a look. Wow, this is kind of crazy. My internet has never been this slow. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right, we're going to pause that really quick. It's just a quick commercial. I will get this thing going in a quick second. Really interested to learn more about Porsche. I did do some history. It actually went all the way back to the creation of Porsche. Pretty grimy history, but hey, doesn't mean you can't change things around. I'll be quiet. Give me a quick second, guys. I'm going to pause this. Let that thing load. Maybe that's what it is. Looks like it's buffering. For some reason, this thing is acting very erratic today. I don't know if it's the new OBS software that I'm using. I also am using the video OBS Video Ninja, where you can have individuals come in, participate in the live stream and chat. I know some people use StreamYard, and I'm kind of looking into that as well. I heard you can get the very minimum program with no subscription. I might check it out, try it out for a little bit. But before we do that, I've got to have somebody that wants to join the live. Usually I have 4 or 5 people in the house. It's what, 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. Maybe people are busy. Who knows? We're gonna keep this live stream going. Let's go. I will be honest with you, that is a beautiful car. I really, really like the way that looks. Let's keep going. Badge of honor or dishonor. Take a look at the interior of this vehicle. I like the way that looks. All right, it looks like we have somebody in the chat. What's up? How are you doing today? Hey, I want to let you know if you want to join the chat, I left a link in the chat to OBS Ninja. You, let me see if I've got anybody in the bullpen waiting. No, nobody yet. Okay, no problem. Let's keep going. Just for you, just for the individual that's just joined, we're talking about automotive news today. Right now, Theon Design with their new Porsches. They go in, they customize Porsches to tailor you. We're just watching a video really quick, and we'll get back into that automotive news. Thanks, Laura. We appreciate that. All right, let's see what else we have here. Just letting you know for you guys in the chat, running a little slow today. Guess they didn't want to participate. They took off. All right, let's keep going. March 31st, 2023, the Treasury Department spells out how battery components and critical minerals will be measured for EV tax credits. That's the word I was looking for, tax credits. Plus improve service customer satisfaction with more processes and better processes. All right, good. That may be good for us. What else do we have here? Be customer centric when setting up service BDCs. All right, we're going to get you out of here. U.S. approves California plan requiring half of heavy duty trucks to be EV by 2035. Okay, so California is tripping. I'm just going to be 100% positive. I get it. They're probably one of the most liberal states that are out there. California, New York, Seattle, close by. Give me a quick second. So, hey, you know what? They have goals and aspirations. I think that the timeline should be extended. I also believe that they should start pushing hybrids more often, right? Reducing the amount of fossil fuels that we need to use while increasing the amount of, I guess you could say, green energy, air quotes. All right. KAR Global's Jim Hallett, former CEO, retires from executive chairman role. All right. Tesla deliveries face one big questions. Did price cuts work? Hopefully they did. I see a lot of people becoming more interested in these electronic vehicles. Got a really good buddy who swears by the Tesla. He has been really, really enthused and pretty much um, infatuated with the Tesla. Listen, I rented one myself, got into that thing, drove it around for a couple days, really liked it. Really, really liked it. It is so technologically advanced um, that I just don't. I'm a little bit old school, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, but I'm a little bit old school when it comes to having that amount of technology in the car. But to each his own. Maybe once I actually own one, I will warm up to the idea of being in a robot. Nissan says its confident deal with Renault will be sealed soon. Good, good. That's going to be absolutely amazing, specifically for our partners or our people overseas, all you riders over there uh, across the pond in the EU, UK. That's going to be good for you guys. More reach, better product. I think that's a good deal. K settles SEC investigation into EV Markers merger. I was reading an article the other day that was talking about the race for the startup EV and how it was over. And we've got some companies that are starting to come up. You've got Lucid, you've got, oh, it's, what is it? Pulsar? Yeah, Pulsar. I'm starting to see a lot more Pulsars out there. So those are the top three for me. If you guys know of any other EVs that are hot on the market, please share it with me. Leave me a comment, like the video, and obviously subscribe. Okay, Tesla recalls 35 electric semi trucks for rollaway risk. Not good at all. Tesla has been running into some issues. Can someone tell me why all of these EV vehicles are coming out with the same body style? Okay, let's take a look at this Audi right here, Formula One design. You can as easily make that thing an all electric car. I don't know why we have this copycat mentality when it comes to electronic vehicles. And to be 100% honest with you, I think most of them are ugly. The Tesla Model S, it's all right, but is it sexy? No, it's not. The BMW i8, now that's a sexy car. Now, I believe it's a hybrid though. I don't think it's full electric. However, give us more design. Stop falling into the same pit that Hollywood fell into with remaking Marvel movies. Go out, pay a designer, get the curves right, and bring it back to the consumer so we can buy it. We want beautiful cars, okay? But Audi to present Formula One design to Shanghai Auto Show. I wouldn't mind going to that. And one of the things that I'm going to do in this new year of 2023 is try to hit up more auto shows in different states. I'm going to try to pick a couple in Nevada. I'm going to try to go head out to California and check some out. I may even go to Florida to go check out the concourse out there. So I'll bring more footage for you guys. Definitely going to be riding with me. I've got some new equipment, brought a new drone, so we should have some really good footage for you in the future. All right. EV tax credit sourcing rules take effect in April, officials say. All right. With a nod to EVs, Waymo retires self-driving Pacifica hybrid minivans. I see these things around everywhere. They're pretty annoying, but I know that they were kind of mapping things out. They've got all the electronics and the technology on top, as well as inside the vehicle. I don't know how safe they are. I haven't read much on Waymo, but I do see them quite often everywhere around the city. So, what do you guys see these often, or what are you thinking? All right, looks like we have somebody in the chat. Hey, who's here? Is there a way I can see um, who is actually watching, or is that just something that's kind of up to interpretation? If you're in and you're watching, leave me a message. Who's here? Who's rocking with us? Who's riding with us today? Okay, what did I do there? Hyundai, Kia offer free steering locks to combat TikTok-inspired car thefts. Hey, with the invention or the implementation of technology, we are going to have to watch our back. All you riders out there, keep it safe. Make sure you've got security systems on your cars. Maybe even put a low jack in there if it's a high value car. Obviously, we're going to put some GPS in that bad boy to make sure we know where our vehicles are at all times. Make sure that you secure your car. You're not going to buy a 60, 70, $80,000 car and want that thing stolen. It's not even just the fact that it was stolen. It's also the fact that you got to go in, you got to, deal with the insurance, you've got to deal with the auto or whoever owns the loan. That's if you financed. Everybody knows that your boy doesn't love the finance, but hey, sometimes you got to get in where you fit in, right? All right, let's see what do we have here. Jeep concepts exhibit electrification, bring luxury to Moab. I like the way that looks. Looks pretty mean. It's almost Jeep in the front, Baja in the back. It's got a nice little mixture there. That thing looks pretty dope. All right, redesigned 2024 Porsche Cayenne cockpit borrows from Taycan 911. Let's take a look, see if we can actually see a picture of this thing. All right, here we go. The redesigned cockpit of the freshened Cayenne melds design elements from some of the brand's iconic nameplates. Oh, yes. Yeah, I really like that. Now, here's the problem. What is going on all the way to the right of that screen? Obviously, it looks like it's touchscreen, which is cool. Oh, actually, there's a navigation button in the middle of the console, so that's probably where you're going to use it. Also, you've got your functionality on the steering wheel, which I love, makes it more convenient and lets you pay attention to the road instead of having your eyes down where they're not supposed to be. So, great idea. Maybe that right hand side. It almost looks like it's like a infotainment Netflix kind of thing. Maybe it's for the actual passenger and not for the driver. I don't see what practicality it would have with being all the way to the right hand side and you being the driver. But first impression, I like it. I really like it. Looks cool, looks clean, looks modern, looks very technological. I like the touch screens. Everything's neat. Yeah, looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? It's pretty good. All right, let's keep riding. By the way, it's T with Arizona Riders Club. Ride with us. Okay, planning smart and service department now will pay off later. This is something that I'm going to get more into. Obviously, I want to eventually have some sort of dealership, private dealership. I've been researching more information regarding rules, regulations, sales tactics, marketing, all kinds of things, floor plans, things of that nature, just to help me out when I really go major. Another thing is sourcing of inventory, right? What type of vehicles do you want to drive, or I'm sorry, sell? And with me, I want to eventually get into the exotic world. Now, is that going to be the bread and butter? It's a little difficult to go straight into that. There are ways to do it with innovative financing, let's say that. But also, sometimes the bread and butter, man, it just does not quit. Those thousand, 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, $4,500 cars. They go off like hotcakes. Not everybody is able to afford 20, 30, 40, $50,000 right off the bat. They're just looking for something cheap. They're looking for something dependable. They're looking for something with good gas mileage and they need it now. So I think it's it's really important to have a great mixture of different types of vehicles on your lot, right? Um, whether it be trucks, SUVs, crossovers, compacts, sports cars, whatever it may be. Have a great mixture of cars. Find out what are the hot selling cars in your market, and then those are the ones that you want to kind of stick to. You can go out on a limb every once in a while and try to purchase something, see if you can flip it, but the bigger risk, the bigger reward. So that's what I'm trying to do. Push myself in 2023 to become a dealer, to become more involved in the industry, and to educate myself on the processes. So, what's going on with you guys for 2024? I said 2024, I meant 2023. Okay, it looks like we're almost done. We'll flip through these really quick. Overheard opportunities for women increasing in automotive. That's good. Ford rolls out 1 million scholarship fund for future technicians. Decent. Moving on up, Toyota Lexus dealer transforms a Manhattan high rise. That's cool. That's really cool. I hate to know what that rent is like over there, but if they're selling, they're good. California Toyota dealership goes remote in search of used cars. I'd like to read that. I'm kind of curious on what that entails. Dealer Fred Beans finds a mutually beneficial partnership with driving school. Cool. I've also thought about having putting together a driving experience, getting together some sports cars, and having like a whole day where you get to come out and drive each one of the sports cars. Maybe an hour in each car, create an obstacle course, have you go through that. Um, I just need to find a location. Give me a quick sec. I just got a text from the boys. You know, March Madness is still going on right now, so we're in full effect. All right, looks like the Aztecs got a W. Now UConn's laying 3.5. Oh wow. All right, let's get back to this. Russians turn Russians turn to Chinese cars after Western exodus. Listen, don't we're not going to get too political with this, but we see the writing on the wall. People are exiting the West, specifically America, for overseas. other countries are starting to take a part of that market share. They're coming up in the world. You got India, you got Brazil, you got China, you got South Africa, you've got who else is doing? Somewhere in South America is doing really, really well. I believe that they are the first country that made cryptocurrency one of their national currencies. I can't remember. If anybody knows, throw it in the chat. But yeah, the hegemony that we had before and the power that we had before is starting to dwindle. Look, I still love America. This is a wonderful place to get paper, right? More morally speaking, I don't know what's going on with that. I have my own views with that, but we'll leave it at that. However, when it comes to other countries seeking imports, they're gonna start turning to Taiwan, China, India, these other companies that are doing things in the correct way and doing it a lot cheaper. So we have to stay competitive. This is America. We have the brightest minds in the world, and I will stand behind that. However, we have to make sure that our politicians are hearing us and serving us, making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. And I feel that they're not right now. So that's my little 2 cents on that. We've got to make sure that we're still competitive with these other countries. Cadillac to convert building on GM Tech Center campus into concierge service for Celestique buyers. Not quite sure what that means, but I'm guessing individuals that are high dollar customers are going to have a lounge. Sounds kind of cool. Cadillac has always been quality, so on the border of luxury as well. So, hey, you know, give me a quick second. I've got to adjust something really quick. All right, there we go. All right. Ford losing billions on EVs but sees profits on horizon. Here's the thing with Ford. Ford, stop making these ugly vehicles. I saw the Mach 1 trash. Absolute trash. I do not like it. I don't want to drive it. I don't know. Did they make the Bronco electric? If so, that would be a win. Those Broncos are boss. I like the way those new Broncos look. I'm glad that they brought it back. Um, so it's give and take with Ford right now. I'm always a Mustang lover. You got the Ford GT. What else is a good Ford car? 500. 500 is a pretty good car. Am I missing something? Oh, the F-150. How can you go wrong with the F1, 2, and 350? Those things are amazing. Me personally, I've owned two Fords. Well, I had a Navigator and I had a F-150. Both of them had extreme problems. I did not like it. I think they're not really well engineered vehicles, and they also have a spark plug issue. If you know, you know. But I'm not gonna down Ford too bad because they've been in the industry forever. Obviously, they know what they're doing, but they definitely need to pay closer attention to their engineering as well as the style of their vehicle. I think we have a common theme here, team. All you riders out there, style. You can't just throw out something that looks like a shoe and expect people to buy it. We like vehicles for the way that they look, not only for the way that they drive, but for the way that they look. So remember, the inside is just as important as the outside, guys. So when you're going in and you're talking to these designers and these individuals that are styling your cars, make sure that they're getting feedback from peers as well as your customers, right? Come on, send us a survey. We'll tell you what we want. All right, where we at right now? We're about 40 minutes in and we still banging away. So, you know what? I'll give you another 20 minutes. Why not? Okay, I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it for that. Let's go to Motor Trend. See what's going on with these